Ah, yes, the bunny girl, the staple of every anime fan's fan service dream. So, what is it about the bunny girl that everyone loves and that YouTube somehow seems to hate? Well, let's talk about it today. Hi everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and it's time for another weekly roundup. That's right, guys, this is the time of the week where I bring you in, show you all of the statues, figures, and collectibles that I highlighted on the channel through the past weeks using things like Instagram, YouTube, TikToks, and photo gallery posts on all the various social medias. And as you can tell, this past week I had was an experiment to test my algorithm. It was a bunny girl week. So for those of you who don't know, this video is 2 weeks removed from the experiment now where I was posting these figures. I was on a vacation for the past week and a half and kind of took a few days just to kind of mellow out and get back into the swing of things. But as you can see here, I did highlight some really great bunny girls based off some popular properties, and not many of them got views. I'm also joined by a couple of my larger bunny girls, one that I had unboxed on the channel, and one that's just one of my favorites. So, little bit of a story before we get into showing you these amazing bunny girl pieces. For those of you who may or may not know by now, I have a difficult time, especially here on the YouTube side, with things like bunny girls or anime figures in general that have more revealing or even skin-tight costumes. It seems like majority of the time my anime stuff does really well, unless they're dressed a specific way. Now, every one of these pieces is fully clothed. Makima is almost 100% clothed. I mean, there's nothing even hanging out on her. But for the most part, you get a bunny girl and you get what? You get some cleavage. YouTube does not seem to like that, at least on my end here. And I have not yet figured out why. People have told me that's the way I've curated my algorithm. Well, what I've highlighted here on the channel has been comic book, anime, and video game collectibles and things like that. Which, something in the past that I have done, like my Shion unboxing, had thousands of views. Something that I just recently did, like my Toru video here, got about 50 views. So something has happened with YouTube in the couple years that I've done this video to when I've done this video. And I'm not sure what it is yet. But I have noticed that even pieces that I've highlighted years ago that did very well, I can highlight them now. They don't get much traction based off of what they're wearing. So I decided, now that I got my algorithm kind of snapping back to normal, and 500 to 1,000 plus views on shorts and reels, decided to go and test my theory. See how well some bunny girls would do this week. And it was just like I thought. Nothing across all of YouTube for my shorts. I think with the 5 of these here that I highlighted, I got less than 100 views total. And that's pretty crazy considering the previous week I was doing about 1K plus per reel or short here on YouTube. So, my theory is correct that YouTube isn't throttling my content. More or less, it's throttling what the costumes on these things are. Because I literally posted a Miku the previous week that got over 1,000 views. I posted a Miku this week for Bunny Girl Week that got about 7 views. So, testing my algorithm this week and my reach has not come to very good conclusions. And I cannot understand why. But that's kind of the short story version of it. I'll get a little bit more into things after I show you these lovely ladies. So I know you've all been waiting for it. Let's go ahead and let's talk about these pieces. So I did try to keep the typical themed days down, just to kind of help smooth things out with the algorithm a little bit and not just have some random stuff. Of course, I had to start the week off with Miku Monday with this super, super awesome street style bunny girl by Furyu. And this is part of the Buy Cute Bunnies line, which every one of these smaller ones is a part of. Now, I absolutely love this version of the Miku bunny. The eyes have like these crazy pinks and blues in them. She's got very, very large bunny ears, which I really like, and have the yellow and black highlights to it. Super cool. Her gloves are awesome looking. They just kind of add a little bit of color, a little bit of flair. And the bunny suit in general has like a cyberpunk kind of look to it, going straight down to the boots. The boots just add so much flair to this bunny girl as well. And of course, she's got her giant bunny tail in the back. Not just the giant bunny tail, but she has like a big giant bow that kind of flows down behind her. And it just adds this really cool aesthetic to her whole bunny girl. Instead of calling it the streetwear Miku, I usually just call her Cyberpunk Bunny Miku because it definitely has that cyberpunk vibe to it. This one, I think, is now on version 3. I think there's 3 color variants for this one as well. I believe there's a pink one and a black one now. So this is their 3rd color variant. This was the original color variant. So now there's a pink one and there's a black suit coming as well. So you can kind of pick and choose which color suit you want. Now for Twin Tuesday, I went for the classic old school bunny girl look for Rem. Now, of course, this is one of the originals from the Buy Cute Bunnies line as well, where they had Rem and Ram together, however you want to say it, in their classic kind of Playboy bunny styles. The only difference is they have the little maid kind of headbands and the maid collars, as well as their little armbands here to kind of give a little bit of that maid flair to the figures. Now, I really like this one. She partners up perfectly with the Ram one, and in my case, I actually have Rem in her black costume on display and Ram in the white bunny costume because they've made several versions of the Rem and Rams for the bunny girls. We've got black and white for the classic bunnies. We've got China dress bunnies. We've got springtime bunnies. We've got all different kinds of bunnies, and they all have multiple colors. So you can definitely pick and choose what you want with these in the sets. All in all, I think she's a really fantastic piece. Now for Waifu Wednesday, I went with everyone's favorite Step On Me mommy, Miss Makima. And again, she is part of the Furyu Buy Cute Bunnies line as well. And her bunny style, as well as powers, is very, very unique as opposed to a lot of the other bunnies. Hers is definitely, surprisingly enough, less revealing than the other bunny girls have. Hers is more like it almost looks more like a casino dealer kind of outfit or something, with the shorts and the sleeveless shirt, which is, it's got the buttons going down it. She is a bunny girl, but of course she has these gigantic sexy thigh highs on, and it does add to the kind of mistress kind of step on me, mommy vibe that Makima gives. I know I said step on me mommy twice, but that is something that a lot of cosplayers dressed as Makima get from people. And I'll bark like a dog. So she looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, I was kind of hoping for a bunny outfit with Makima, but this does really work, and I think she came out fantastic, to the point where she's actually one of my favorites in the line. Now, for that time I got reincarnated Thursday, I didn't have a smaller bunny girl to use. And I did actually make a video for this big lady right here, and the video did not record right. And by the time I went to post it, it was kind of already too late because I was getting ready for vacation. So she's here with us today with this big mommy right here by freeing, of course, in her quarter scale bunny girl. This is my favorite girl, Shion. And she is just, as you can tell, she is large. She is a big, big girl. And it's cool to have her here to just show you guys the difference in scales from the quarter scales to the prize figures. And Shion has a presence to her. She still, I think, stands taller than any other bunny girl I have yet to this date. I thought Toru, after unboxing her, was going to give her a run for her money. And I think if Toru was standing upright, she probably would be about as tall as Shion. But this was going to be my reincarnated on a Thursday. And obviously, she is amazing. Sorry, she had a little bit of dust there. And one of my favorite bunny girls to date. Still, I love everything about this piece. I did a big unboxing for her and review. If you haven't checked it out on the channel, it is about 2 years old now. Give it a look, give it a watch if you want to see her in all of her glory, because she is beautiful. She is one of the things that started my obsession with the freeing bunny girls, and now it's a rabbit hole that I kind of wish I could get myself out of, because man, they're pretty, but you're gonna pay for them. So an awesome, awesome piece, and I cannot recommend her highly enough. Now for the Figure Friday segment, I know I didn't really title her Figure Friday. I did go with someone who technically could have been Waifu Wednesday, with this super adorable Kaguya from, of course, Kaguya-Sama Love is War, one of the best rom-com animes ever. And this is her, obviously, white suit version. She does, I believe, now have a black bunny costume as well. A lot of these bunny girls in the Buy Cute Bunny series start out with either a black or a white suit, and then they usually do a second printing with a different color. Much like the larger freeing bunnies typically get a first release with stockings and then a second release without them. So it's something that Furyu has been doing to kind of change things up a little bit as well. So they kind of just do things like color swaps just to add up the variety a little bit. So, of course, I went with the Kaguya-Sama girls all in white costumes to kind of just change it up a little bit for the display purpose. I have Ram in white, I have Asuna in white, and then I have a couple of Miku's and Rem in white as well. So just to kind of break up all the black color and stuff like that in the display, you want to have a little bit of stuff that pops. And I think having the trio from Kaguya-Sama in the white bunny costumes with actually the white stockings, something I was surprised. I thought they were going to be white with black tights, but they didn't. They actually make them white on white. So it really does kind of make it stand out in all the other ones who are black on black, black on black, black on black. It definitely does kind of add a little bit of a variation in your display, and I can really appreciate it. And Kaguya looks super adorable. The expression on her face looks great. The fact that she kind of does look a little innocent and shy in her pose, things like that, fit her amazingly well. And speaking of girls looking shy, closed out the week with a Sword Art Saturday with this. She's one of my favorites in the Buy Cute Bunny line. My girl does not get enough love in the Sword Art series, Sinon. And this Buy Cute Bunny is absolutely gorgeous. I love her. And it screams the character with this Buy Cute Bunny. Everything about it, from just how she looks embarrassed in her face. Her face literally looks like she's shy. She's embarrassed to be wearing it. She's got her hand kind of covering her midsection, like she's covering herself up, like she's embarrassed. She's got her hand kind of up, covering her face. She looks very, very shy. The pose itself, she looks kind of uncomfortable almost. Whereas a lot of the other Buy Cute bunnies look confident. They look, composed, things like that. I love that they gave her that personality, just like Kaguya, where it does bring out the personality, where they're a little more kind of reserved and scaled back, where they probably wouldn't want to wear these outfits. And I absolutely love Sinan. I'm so glad I was able to get her. And of course, the big one over this week that I did highlight, and I'm not going to pick her up for reasons that I will get into in a second, but is another impressive bunny girl that I unboxed this last week from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, the incredible dragon mommy herself, Toru. Now, this one came out way, way better than I thought she was going to. And it even gives Shion competition for one of my favorite bunny girls. Now, my only issue with this, if you guys did not see the unboxing video yet, do me a favor, check it out as well. I did get the wrong base included with my box, and I've kind of rigged it up where I can get it to work right now with just one peg being put in. And I've kind of got her secured down the best I can so she does stand. That's why I'm not picking her up and I'm not moving her too much. But for those of you who were asking about a follow-up, I did have to jump through a lot of hoops. But I should be getting the proper base sent to me by not freeing, not Good Smile US, but Good Smile Japan. So I'll give you a little story on that. I don't want to be too crazy. I did have to play some games of telephone, some games of email to kind of get pointed in the right direction. But yes, I am supposedly getting the proper base sent to me. And when I do get it, I'm going to put out a little video with her properly assembled and giving a final review score, kind of to replace the if this then that scores I kind of gave it. I gave two different scores. If she had the right base, this. The way she is, this. So I will give a final thoughts kind of little posting, as well as a thank you to Good Smile Japan for helping me out. And that's it for the figures this week. So I did also do this past week another unboxing video, which was of an Angel Rimuru. I don't know if anyone really saw that one. I did get some positive comments, and I got some very confused comments about this is a guy. And yes, Rimuru is a boy, technically. He was a guy in the human world, and he was resurrected as a slime. So his presence as a slime is a slime. His mind, he's a guy, but he did take on the human body of a female, which is why he gets the effeminate look, and he can kind of make his body go either way. So, little reincarnated slime knowledge drop for you there. If you guys haven't checked that video out as well, definitely give that one a look on the channel. I was pleasantly surprised by the Angel Rimuru. So, that's it for the stuff I covered on the channel before I went on vacation. Now, before I close the video, I definitely want to kind of have a little bit of a discussion, and this is something I probably should have done on more of a live stream, things like that, just to get people's feedback. But I would like to know, and this could just be me ranting and venting, but what is it that YouTube has against these bunny girls and these figures like this? And I've noticed that not only with bunny girls, but with things like Rem, where she's wearing her maid costume and she's kind of spilling out of it. Even things very strangely, like Rogue from the X-Men in her classic costume from the comics. Jean Grey, classic costume from the comics. Anything that's very, very skin tight and yellow, I noticed. I noticed it with the color. And it's got to be something with the YouTube algorithm, because I've had a few bunny girls hit back to me from YouTube for adult content. So I know it's something in the algorithm, in YouTube's little thing, picking these things out. I know it's not that I'm making bad content, because I've been told that by everybody. The content's not bad, your video quality's not bad, the figures aren't bad. So there's something subtly being hit, because I have gotten notifications about things like bunny girls having adult content in them. And I've had to contest it, and they bring it back a day or two later and go, okay, this is fine. And I did the same thing with, it was either Rogue or Jean Grey for the Kotobuki Bishoujo line. And they were flagged as well. I don't know what it is. It's something with the YouTube automated checking, the automated algorithm. I don't know. But in my kind of venting, ranting portion of this, I'm going to say, I see cosplayers and OF content creators posting themselves physically in things way worse than anime titties, okay, in a costume. And they've got millions of views. These things are pushed out to everyone. Gigi's 11, and she gets them in her feed, okay? So there's something about the figures that triggers that algorithm. And maybe it's because they're not real people, they're not moving. I don't know what it is. But if y'all know at home, please let me know. Because I'm trying to figure the algorithm out myself and why it gets throttled the way it does. I even tried posting these on my other channel that I created just for shorts. And they were decimated just as badly as they were on this side. So it's not the curated algorithm for the channel doing it. It happened when I started on the other channel that was just going to be dedicated for my shorts as well. So I moved them back over to this channel because I might as well just get whatever views I can on my main channel than get nothing views on the channel that I kind of just opened to play with. Kind of went off on a little bit of a rant here, but it does confuse me because I know, especially in the anime community, how popular the bunny girl stuff is. I mean, hell, the freeing bunny girls, we call it the bunny girl tax on these figures because how expensive these are. If they were just regular costume girls, they'd be about half price than what they are. But bunny girls, cat girls, and maid costumes get a big upcharge in the anime figure collecting community. And for those of you who are collectors, you know what I'm talking about. So I have not yet figured it out. And I probably never will figure it out. But I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep doing experimental weeks like this that are going to destroy my channel in the views. And I don't really care because I want to break that stigma. I want to break out of that algorithm hell and get these things out to more people because I think these Buy Cute Bunnies by Furyu are incredible. And again, for those of you who can't afford or don't want to put that money into $300 plus, about $150 if you get them from Japan, you know, sometimes going up to $500 almost for some of these. Buy Cute Bunnies are an incredibly detailed set of pieces for literally about, I think the most expensive one I've seen is about $38. So you can get something very, very detailed, although not as large as a quarter scale bunny girl. But you're going to get it for like a tenth, maybe even less than a tenth of the price. So I'm one of the people that highly pushes the Buy Cute Bunny line because I think it's phenomenal. I do highly recommend you guys check into it. Its amounts of fandom it's covering are growing rapidly. I'm happy they're growing it because I'm sick of seeing more Mikus, more Rems, and more Rums. I want more variety. We've got the Sword Art girls. We've got the Kaguya girls. The Overlord girls are coming out now. We did the Chainsaw Man girls. So we are getting a more broad kind of scope of bunnies, which I can appreciate. So I do highly recommend checking these all out. And again, they're very affordable. You get about 10 of these for the price of one of these. So, just put it out there, guys. And that's going to be the end of my kind of little rant here and my confusion and the results of my experiments with the algorithm and failure with it. So, in conclusion, I just got to say, what the hell does YouTube hate about anime bunny girls? I just don't know. I cannot figure it out. And the answer to that question is still sadly going to elude me. But I will continue to try to get the answer. And that's going to be it for this week's Weekly Roundup. Hopefully you guys enjoyed checking it out. Hopefully you kind of dealt with my little rant and questioning of the algorithm here. And again, I would love some discussion from you guys about it. Drop some comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on all of it. And if you have any advice about the algorithm for me, let me know. Because I know there are some big bunny girl channels out there. There's not a lot of them, but I know there are some out there. So if you guys got any advice, let me know too. As far as updates for this week. Now, those of you who know, I was on vacation and I did have a great time. I was up camping in New Hampshire at the beach, doing all kinds of fun stuff with my family. Shout out to my mom, my dad, having us up to the campground. It was so much fun. I love being up there. And when I came home, I didn't want to get right back into things. I kind of just needed to do some stuff at the house, start doing some more things. I'm trying to get my streaming room set up, trying to get my storage room set up in my basement because I'm trying to get rid of my storage unit to save some money. And it just kind of wanted to decompress a little bit more before getting back into the swing of things. So this week I should be hopefully posting a couple of videos, and one of them I have to kind of repurpose because before vacation I filmed a video that I was calling The Acolyte, Who Is This For? And during my vacation, they canceled the show. So I'm going to re-edit the video a little bit, add a little bit to it, and I'm going to retitle the video before posting it to R.I.P. The Acolyte, Who Was This Show For? So hopefully it's still in the zeitgeist of conversation by the time I edit and repost the video. I also have a couple of unboxings for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Not going to spoil who or what it is, but there are some good things. And because it's been 2 weeks and I've been on vacation, I do have a haul video to record. So I got some deliveries while I was away. I got some stuff while I was on vacation. So I got some cool stuff to show you guys and pick your brains about what you want to see next. And I also should be back to game streaming during the week as well. But since I am working 6-day work weeks again, it probably won't be at night. It'll probably be during the afternoon. Not sure what I'm going to play yet, but I did put some polls up on the channels. So vote, see what you guys want me to play. And that's going to be it, guys. Sorry for the little bit longer than usual video. I know it dragged on, but I did have some stuff I wanted to get through and discuss. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have some feedback. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions. Let me know what you want to see for my next themed week as well. Do you want an Iron Studios week, a Marvel week, a DC week, an anime themed week? Do you want me to try to do something larger scale, like the sideshow pieces up top? Let me know what you want to see for the next themed week, which will probably be in September. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. I'm going to thank you all so much for watching. Welcome back. I'm happy to be back. And if you did like the video, do me a solid. Click that like button, click the subscribe button, click that share button. Spread that nerdiness. Help keep me back in the algorithm again. Follow on all the social medias. All the links are down in the description below. And that's going to be it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.